Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hopefully the people who see this will be the ones that sees this live after. And yeah. So, firstly I want to start off of saying that I appreciate every single one of you who watch my live or my previous lives, who have commented, whether it's negatively or positively. I appreciate everyone taking their time to watch my lives, and one way or another, I do notice that you guys watch. I do notice you, moya wa South Africa, moya wa ever, Raudra, and we get the fact that you spend your time, you spend your daughter, you spend your battery, you spend whatever you should be doing something else, but you spend to watch my lives and my videos and any other part of my social media. And I really appreciate the fact that you engage, and you some of you don't even engage on the video, but you engage with other people about my video, and that means a lot to me because it shows that because people have different views. Some people don't really have that good level of understanding. Some people just they do actually. And again, live streams are always opinionated. It's never standard procedure. It is never that thing of, oh, whatever you're saying is factual. It's all about a person voicing out what they know and they understand. And people also have their own view on what you're saying, what you're talking about, and what you're saying and how you're saying it, right? And I really appreciate that some people who have came to me and said that they've always, from my yesterday's life was all about Mondays, right? How the concept of Monday. Why is Monday not really the best days for anybody? Anybody wouldn't um just wake up and be like, oh my gosh, I love Mondays. Or they feel like Mondays are a drag. Why do I have to go to work? Why do I have to go to school? Why do I have everything? And that is what I wanted to hear from you guys. Why did you guys feel, why is the Monday concept such a big issue that a lot of people just do not like? No, the thing of going to work on Monday. Why do you hate Mondays? And I appreciate a lot of people that I love it. And then a lot of people have said a lot of things, and I feel like some people are really just not nice people, where they say if you're having a terrible life, you have bossy colleagues, you have people who control you, have things, and then just go and cry it out in the car, just cry it out in the bathroom. Like, that is not right, because you're condoning the wrong person to continue doing what they're doing wrong. That's bullying. The minute you support a bullying, a person, a bullier, you are also just as bad as the person who's bullying you. In fact, you are actually promoting bullying. You're promoting hateness. You're promoting dominance rather than equality. You're not promoting equally standards. So this is one of the things I heard from like one of my colleagues or something, and I was like, you're really not really the nicest person. It makes sense why certain places you're not growing into, because you're not really being nice. Guys, today I'm gonna talk about it, right? Talking about, fine, the world is not nice, right? The world will never be nice. The world has never been nice, but you can start being the nice person. A lot of us go on live streams, we get attacked. People call us names, people call us whatever. I can go on live and somebody, like on my post lives, I went live and somebody called me an arrogant black woman just for saying that I do not wish to have kids right now. I want to have kids when I'm a bit older. Another person attacked me yesterday and said that I'm a slave because I'm a black person, and they didn't know that I'm from South Africa. They thought I'm from USA. And so people are not nice, but doesn't mean you need to be just as bad. Give them love and just ignore whatever negativity comes way. But there are some people you need to call them out and say, you're a bully, you're controlling, you're not right. You cannot justify the way you bully a person and say, this, or I'm making you stronger. You cannot go to a person that I hate you because you got the job that I wanted. There's so many people who applied and that person happened to be that person. Do you hate that that person got the job, or that position, or that academic excellence, or you just hate the fact that it's that person. It's not that any other person could get it, but it shouldn't be that specific person. So I feel like sometimes hate is not always about you not achieving a specific goal. It's about you having a problem with a specific person, and then you devote yourself to hating that person and having a circle of people hating those people. And when you do that, you're just as bad as what we call the devil's agents, right? So in my live yesterday, please guys do check my yesterday's live stream on Monday and tell me, what do you feel, how do you feel about the colleagues that make other people's lives miserable at the workplace? Because any other organizational performance, it got to do with how colleagues feel. And if you are making people miserable mentally and emotionally, you are destroying the organizational performance of that organization, because people will be demotivated. They'll feel like this is a toxic environment. They'll feel like this environment has no direction. It'll feel like we are not cooperating on this point, right? So that was a Monday topic. Today we're going to talk about hatred, bullying, whether it's social media, whether it is home, whether it's school, or wherever, even cyberbullying. And again, jealousy in the modern world. My point on this one was because a lot of us have encountered people who have hated us, but we have never, ever, ever dealt with it. We have never called certain people. That's why we have those those influencers who actually go to a point where they now, you are not gonna bully me, and I will show you how I'll end. Like Dominic will literally end people's careers because of bullying, will end people's careers because of the hateful words they'll be saying. They will end people's careers because of the spitefulness that they have. You cannot be hating somebody for having ambition. You cannot be jealous for somebody fighting for a dream. You cannot be fighting for a person because they're young and determined, and you have reached that age where you now feel like you need to settle down, but you only settle down aga di-future tsa batho ba bang. You really need to understand that jealousy, bullying, and hatred comes from that thing. You thought you had all the time in the world to do whatever you wanted. And whereas there's this young person who is determined to do greatness at the young age, so that when they reach a certain age, they don't have to be competing with people younger than them, rather than having to grow them. So this is why I did this live, because I saw that even if I can't change the world, I can try and, influence certain people's minds. Or like, just because I'm older, it doesn't mean I'm always right. Just because I'm older doesn't mean that everything that I'm thinking, I'm talking about is accurate. Just because I'm older, it doesn't mean I cannot manipulate everyone. Just because I'm older doesn't mean that because I have a network, that means my network is powerful than yours. Doesn't mean because I'm older, that means I'm more equipped and more advanced to either be preaching about God and church, or by being academically forward, or by being one of the praise of the month, or just being the best friend in the squad. Being a person, being a good person, go ho tlogela dilo, being on times. Do not try and destroy another person because I mean, like, how many people do you encounter in every competition, interview, marathon, or awards? And there's so many people, but there's always one person that you're centering your attention to. That means that you admire that person. I once said on my Twitter that hatred is a mixture of jealousy and admiration. You're jealous of the person that you're seeing, and you also admire who that person is. This person is determined. This person is working through the goals. This person is doing the utmost to achieve what they want in life. No one can stop them, no matter what no matter what people are saying about that person, no matter or how many traps that is made for that person, no matter how much they have been thrown with the stones. That person keeps on going, and always keeps a smiley face, and keeps on pushing whatever they're pushing, because they have a goal. And they know that every time you have a goal, and it got nothing to do with all the bad things, there will always be those type of attacks coming left, right, and center, top, right, and right, horizontal or vertically. and they will always keep on achieving that goal. So I'm going to put up a poll of, have you experienced hatred and bullying and jealousy? I hope you guys will participate like you always guys always do. And if you're new to my live, thank you for watching. I am dropping a poll here. Hope you guys participate. There's your poll down there, guys. And welcome to my live. Hi, hello 12. Welcome to my live. So, as I was saying, right, the topic today would be overcoming hatred, bullying, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's in churches, or whether it's in schools, and also jealousy in the modern day era. So you find that in today's environment, that the most challenging and pervasive issues that we face today is hatred, it is bullying, it is depression, it is jealousy, and the false sense of entitlement, And these are silent battles that many enjoy every day, and we need to share. I'm basically wanting to shed a light of it. So, hatred, right? Like I said, it is a mixture of jealousy and admiration. Listen to why I'm saying it is a mixture of admiration and jealousy. Admiration, right? It's when you see something remarkable, you see something so astonishing to the eye. Ke la yor wa ponya ponya. Like, that person is just a light. That person is exceptional at what they do. That person is determined about what they do. Like, everything they do is with passion, with love. And everything they do, no matter, like I said, whether it's hate, whether it's attacks, whether it's anything, they do it to the best of their ability. They let nothing stand in the way. I can give an example of Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo has met so much hate left, right, and center, but he never lost his focus. He has always said, I'm going to reach that World Cup or whatever championship that he was fighting for years and years and years. He kept on fighting for that. He kept on going for that. There were people who were jealous of him, that how is he able to do certain tricks, how he was able to play among so many teams, but he still went for it. No matter how many losses, how many broken ankles or bones he had, he kept on going. He was always bullied, probably for his teeth, and so forth, so forth. But at the end of the day, people always looked, how could he do that? Why is he still standing? Why is it you're pointing out everything good about that person? That is admiration. Jealousy is when you see somebody doing good, but you can't do it. That's now it comes to, you're pointing out the goodness in him and you're questioning why they're doing good. That is jealousy. The minute you question why somebody's doing good, that's jealousy. And when you can't find the answer to the goodness that they're doing, it gives you hatred because you can't do what they do. You find things that are not there just to or you find things to validate the wrongs that you're doing so that you can feel better about the wrong things that you're doing. Like when I say in the Bible, do not find ways to comfort your sin, because you will continue doing that sin even when you ask for forgiveness. If or wrong or wrong. Don't try to comfort yourself or be like, no, but look, I was going through a tough time. That's why I was doing that. Hey, I didn't mean to cheat on you. I didn't mean trying to go out. You're trying to validate your wrongdoings. Trying to validate or trying to console yourself. I mean, why would you do that to yourself? There's one phrase that a lot of people like saying, that keep lying to yourself or actually believe it. When you lie to yourself so you can feel better, it actually becomes a psychological thing, right? So I have a video that will be uploaded on the, when's the next Sunday? On the 29th of October, right? I will a Bible study will be uploaded on gossiping and spreading rumors. So gossiping and spreading rumors will not only be focusing about people gossiping or just spreading rumors, but it will also involve hatred. It will also involve the admiration of a person, but you cannot understand, so you convert it into hatred. It will also talk about having to discredit somebody's name because you feel like you have a sense of entitlement to a specific thing or a position or a title or whatever, and you feel that that was yours. Why does this person have to stand in that way? You know, that sense of entitlement, that's what causes hatred, that's what causes jealousy, that's what causes a lot of people to end up doing witchcraft. They'll end up doing killing people. They'll end up doing things that will sabotage another person because they have a sense of entitlement that that position is mine. That position of the first place in competition is mine. That job is mine. That title is mine. That car is mine. That man is mine. That woman is mine. You have a sense of entitlement to things that not even God told you that is yours. If something is yours, it will be yours. No one can steal it from you. So there's no need to find any evil saying against a particular person because you feel that the minute you feel like that person is going to take that thing away from you, it was never yours if it was taken from you. If you find yourself things being taken away from you, it was never yours. Yours will come. Yours will come when the time is right. There's no need to discredit somebody's name. There's no need for you to fight against somebody's name. There's no need for you to have a pool of friends and lie to them that this person did this person did that, and end up making that person was off to you all along. Nobody cares about you to that point except your own kids and your own family and the people who are your fans. Do not ever never give yourself something that was never yours. Never feel that you're entitled to something that was never, God never showed you in your dreams that is yours. And sometimes some dreams are not even God's dreams. It's you giving you lying to yourself that that is mine. And then now it forms into a dream. Now all of a sudden you feel that that is yours. You can feel it in your soul and your brains, and there's nothing you're feeling. You're just giving yourself things that are not there. For example, people who meet a guy at the first time and be like, you know what? I feel like I've known you for a long time. I feel like you're the one for me. I feel like God has given you for me. You know those type of things when you just meet a person and automatically just say you are mine. Nobody's yours. Nothing is yours. We are here to visit this world. We are here giving things of gift of life. We are leaving everything that we have, that we are using or utilizing. Even this phone, I'm leaving it here. This body, I'm leaving it here. The only thing that's living is my soul. That's why they always say, focus on your heart, focus on your mind, focus on your thoughts, focus on your feelings, because those are the things that you're gonna be with for the rest of your spiritual existence. People go through, I've realized a lot of people go through depression and stress because of sense of entitlement, sense of competition, sense of feeling that um what is this? Feeling a sense of need to 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 control people, a sense of need to be on people's on terms and people's behaviors, and sense of peace and sense of need and guidance of people, right? You always feel the need that you will will always talk about people in a way that is bad, right? So I always suggest to people that heal, you know, heal yourself, get yourself in order, get yourself in the right path, get yourself in the goodness, Pray to God if you feel that your heart is full of stone or evilness. Pray to God that you are through evilness and through you just going through evilness by yourself, right? So now we're going to talk into, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, we were talking about sense of depression and stress, how people go through depression and stress because they Correct, they compete and compare themselves to certain people. They yeah, like they compete and they compare themselves to other people. They feel that that was theirs, right? So you've put yourself in a position where you say, I'm gonna compete with that girl because, or you feel like you were always the top of your class. I want to put an example that way that makes sense. You were always on top of your class, right? And now there's a new person who's just as good or even better than you. Now you feel envy against that person. You now feel like you have to sabotage yourself against that person. You now feel like you need to do something devilish against that person because they're taking your title. You feel that the first position is your title. That's your position. That's where you're supposed to be. That's your your sense of, yeah, like that is where you're supposed to be. Nobody else should take it. That's when jealousy and hatred comes in. That's when now you start bullying people by saying, "Oh, look how she looks like. Bono obiang. Look at their shoes. Look what they're wearing today." That is what comes when you feel like you're entitled to a certain thing, because you now feel threatened that somebody else is going to take it. So you now feel that you need to discredit somebody's image. You need to credit somebody's name because you feel that if that person takes what you feel is yours, or you think is yours, not even feel, because God talks with feeling, talks with soul, God talks with existence. If the minute you give your sense of entitlement, you now go to a point where now you want to bully somebody. You want to discredit their names. You want people to hate them. You say stories that are not true. You manipulate scenarios and situations where now people don't even go to them and say, I heard something about you. Can you please confirm it? Because it, what I'm being told, it sounds too good to be true, or it does sound true, but I need you to clarify because I don't want to have the wrong side of the story. And I always tell myself that if a person hears a story about me, whether it's true or not, and that person just believes it without even trying to get my side of the story, then you always wanted to believe it. Whether you always wanted to believe the bad story about me, you always wanted to believe the good story about me. Guys, do like the live and participate in the poll. And I always tell myself that any person you meet and they already have a view of your impression about you, and they never ever start to talk to you or even engaged with you, and it's a bad negative, it's either they never ever, and they never heard, like they heard from another person. They never even went to sit down and be like, okay, maybe that person was just wilding. Let me just go and sit with this person and talk to her. Maybe that person did something that they didn't like and they reacted out of what you call out of defense, right? So I always what do I call I always say that if you hear a story about somebody and you believe it without having to meet that person, then there's something wrong with you. The fact that you met somebody, you heard a story about somebody and did not try to meet that person, then something is wrong with you. You believing a story at first hand about a person and you never know any other story about that person, there's something wrong about you. There's nothing logical in here. If you have a friend, ne, and that friend goes and trashes somebody else's name, and you never sat down to try and talk to that person or try to understand hore ho tlile bjang hore motho o, this person, for you to hate them to that point. Maybe my friend was the wrong one. Maybe my friend was the one trying to control. Maybe my friend was trying to use them. Maybe my friend wanted to obtain something wrong from them, and they thought of doing everything ethically and right, and they tarnished that person's name, and that person wanted to defend their reputation. And therefore, our actor last night was relenting to being, I know I'm not going to be friends with you. So I've realized that people, if you stand up for yourself, then you are the wrong one. They've been attacking you, they've been saying bad things about you, they've been saying all of that. But the minute you stand up, you're the wrong one. And I'm pretty much sure a lot of people living in the olden days have experienced that. The minute you defend yourself, you're the wrong one. That's why when you're in the work environment, if somebody attacks you, like I was once attacked a lot by this particular colleague, threatened to fight me, threatened to do whatever she wanted to do. The fact that I did not even respond to that particular colleague, it made people see who was the problem to this very day. Because as much as the situation might be confusing to many people, their behavior communicates, or okay, who is right, who is wrong here. So it's the same thing when it comes to bullying, right? When somebody bullies you, you keep quiet and you just be like, hey, I don't know what I did to you, but somehow you have so much hate for me. And I don't know where this hate came from. I don't know what I did to you. You just feel that thing. And you realize that, no, man, it is because I refused to do evil deeds. It is because I refused to be bullied, to be controlled. I refuse to be somebody's puppet. I refuse to be somebody's what you call the ugly girl, so they can be the spotlight. And now you stand up for yourself. Now everybody sees your glory and potential. Now they feel that you are now going to reveal everything that they have told you about their weaknesses. They want to discredit you so that whatever you say is wrong and it's a lie. So, guys, I usually stand in prayer. I don't even compete back. I just smile and let it go. But there are some people that are given a voice. There are people who are given that stand of, I will not allow a person to do that to me. Do it in a responsible and better way, that a way that you do not seem like you are the rebellious one. Allow that person to embarrass themselves or to that. There's always that statement that I like quoting that my mother always tells me. Do not argue with a fool, because people might not know the difference. It's not even valid. You're trying to make yourself feel better because you're scared, because you have said so much, or you might have promised so much people that this will happen for me. And then now you see somebody and you feel threatened and you feel like that is jeopardized. The minute you feel yourself threatened by someone, just know the thing was never yours. I always tell people that you can be nervous, you might be scared, ne? But there's that feeling, ya hore, I will leave it to God. Then you know you're good. There are people you don't have to be too confident. You don't have to feel the need to blast everything. But remember, there's a different type of being scared, and there's being having anxiety. The minute you harvest fear because of you being scared, it doesn't look good for you. Because the minute you get too scared, you're going to do mistakes. So when you do mistakes, you do things to that particular person that you're angry at or you're jealous at, or the person that you're trying to discredit. You not try your best to crush them, and you end up crushing yourself. So let it go. Leave it to God. If it's yours, it is yours. If it's not, it's not. Try again. But do not hate. Do not try and discredit somebody's name. Do not even try to give indirect comments. We love you for the fact that you try to make yourself feel better, but do not put yourself in a position where people are now asking themselves, are you that evil? Would you even kill somebody for that thing you consider a blessing or a gift from God? You believe it, even though it's not from God, but you believe it. So we're now gonna talk on, let's start about hatred, right? Hatred stems from misunderstanding, fear, and insecurities. It invades in our mind and hearts. It affects how we view others, even ourselves. Have you ever asked yourself, why am I angry at someone that I don't even know well? Most of the time, it's not about them, but it's unresolved issues within. That's what I always was just like, these people are self-projecting themselves to me. There was one person who came to me and said that I think I'm a big timer, or I must get off my high horse or something. And I realized that me, I might be having a bad day, but dude, that was not me. How am I feeling like I'm a high horse? You were the one coming here acting like um time stopper, spotlight and everything. What makes you think that I am high horse when you're the one trying to get all the attention from everyone? Right? And you get yourself that you realize that some people self-project themselves. They don't want to deal with what they are actually facing, but they want to condone it. You lie to yourself that you can continue with the sin that you're doing. You self-project yourself to other people. You project yourself to people because you don't want to stop what you're doing, or you don't want to admit that what you're doing is wrong. So you continue to do all this craziness of pointing out people. Hey, this person is acting like they have made it in life. Oh, this person is a liar. Oh, this person acts like they're happy and they're not. This person, they have one, two, and one, two, one, two, one, two to themselves. And you ask yourself, how are you able to identify all these things? Is it not you that you have those issues? So you want people to focus on other people's insecurity and issues, and you're not dealing them with yourself. What? And if you notice, Bila, ne, people who like pointing out other people's issues are actually trying to tell people that that's what I'm actually dealing with. But I don't want you guys to know that, because I want you guys to think I'm perfect. So I want you to look at that person, even though what I might say it might not be true, but I'll make it look true. I'll twist the story and make sure the story fits in correctly in the situation. That's what people do. They have insecurities, and they want to self-project them to other people. They want other people to look at them, whereas they know, hore, they have a lot to hide. They have a lot they're going through. They have a lot that they need to deal with, but they're too scared that if people were to see what they're going through, it would not be pleasing for their understanding. They'll feel that people are looking down on them. People are making them feel all uncomfortable, or they'll feel like they're a charity case. So usually people, ne, I usually tell myself that there's nothing like a natural hatred. There's either a spiritual sense that this person is a bad person, or this person has bad intentions, or this person is bad for you. If I feel like I have like an issue with a person, it's not because that person is wrong. It's either that person won't be right for me. To other people, they may be right, but for me, they might be wrong. So since we don't understand the feeling, we say it's hatred. No, you hate a person at first sight. It's not that you hate a person at first sight. It's you can sense, so this person is gonna put me in the wrong direction, and you now want to take yourself out of that direction of wrongdoing because you want to set yourself right. But God is saying to you, that person is wrong, right? And there's those people when you see, they make you feel good or feel nice. It's because the journey that you're going with that person is good. That they will lead you right. They have good intentions. They don't have problems with helping you or anything. So the problem is that people do not know how to control the feelings. There's people at a certain age, they still do not know how emotional intelligence works. They don't know how to deal with the emotions. They don't know how to deal with their behaviors. So they always resort to lashing out, being aggressive, being all wrong, to be honest, right? So that is the thing. Ask whenever you feel hatred at a certain person, ask yourself, am I not self-projecting myself on this person? Am I not looking at this person as myself, or am I not looking to create hate speech against another person? Am I not looking to bully that person? Am I not looking to make that person look bad? Am I not looking, fella, so that people can keep the attention to me? Am I not looking because that person doesn't want to be my friend, so I'll make them look bad to everyone? Remember that jealousy and hatred, it also results to bullying. Most of you guys were bullied because you had something they never had. Most people didn't have both parents. Most people didn't even have parents. Some didn't have loving parents. Some didn't even have loving homes. Some didn't have the pretty confidence that you had. A lot of people were not smart as you. A lot of people didn't have raw. The wind is blowing, right? A lot of people bullied you because they didn't have what you have, and they hated the fact that they couldn't have what you have. They admired the happiness that you had. They admired the body that you had. They admired the confidence that you had. They admired the home that you came through. But because they couldn't have it, they hated you for it. Why do you have it? Why did you get it? Why were you given an opportunity? Why were you striving? Why are you still standing even after the toughest situations? Why are you still standing? So they hate you because they are jealous of you, because they wished, they admired you. They admired the situation that you're in. They wish they were also in your situation. They wish they were smart as you. They wish they were pretty like you. They wish they were strong like you. They wish they had the car that you had. They wish they had the marriage that you had. They wish they had the kids that you had. They wish that they had the job that you have. They wish that they had the partner like you had. They wish they had parents like you had. They wish, but unfortunately, they were not given the same things that you had. And that's why they now start hating you. And now they hate you, and they realize their hating has to be with mockery, cyber, like bullying you, calling you names, people making people hate you. And end of the day, it doesn't make a world a better place, but just creates a world of all angry people. Right? So we're not gonna go to, okay, I feel like the most relevant me, it's workplace and school place bullying, right? Bullying at work or school is absolutely real. It leaves scars that are often go unnoticed. It leads to depression, low self-esteem, the culture of competition, and makes toxic environment foster behaviors that target those who are seen different or powerless. But you're more than the opinions of others, right? Like I said, in school, in work, in church, wherever, there's always going to be somebody who's going to be the spotlight. they're gonna be in the light, and then you might not get the same light. Now you're gonna start hating that person. You're gonna start talking bad about that person. You're gonna pretend that you're smiling. You're gonna pretend that you're complimenting that person when that person is genuinely actually commenting and loving and liking you. When oh more, and let me tell you, people can read your faces. We can read it that you hate us. We can read it that, oh, I saw that this is how you felt after they complimented me. I always tell people, if you feel that someone is being glorified, then do something that will also give you glory, right? If somebody is given that spotlight, it's because when you're not giving yourself the spotlight, you are putting yourself here because you feel that if I put myself here, they'll take advantage of me. That person who is being glorified knows that they've been taken advantage of, but they have a certain goal they want to achieve. If they're always in the people's eye, they're always in the people's mind. When they meet up in other, whether it's in job interviews or is in school scholarships or wherever, it will be easy for them to identify this person. It will be easy, like, I've heard of this person before. They'll be like, really? Yeah, there's always good things about that person. So you need to put yourself in that position where your image pops up and spotlight all the time to avoid you looking at other people and feeling that you need to be competitive. But remember, school and the workplace are meant for competition. Unlike in churches where everybody's the same, God treats us equally, there's no one whose prayer is better than the other one because all our situations are different. In church and in school and in workplace, it's a competitive environment. So they will always pick that one person to glorify them so that it motivates others to work hard. That's the whole thing about competition. The point of that thing is for you to push, not to be just moderate and average and just like, I work to just submit and come to work and get my pay and leave. It is for you to be at a certain level, especially if you're in the public sector where we need to empower and build a lot of people. You need to work hard, right? In private sector is the same thing because you need to receive, my apologies, that was so weird. Where you need to receive a certain target because you need profits. They also invest in communities. They also need that money that they take from their profits to communities. So they will make you push hard and work harder so that you go above your targets. It's every way. It's not even toxicity. It's all competitiveness. Go for it. Work hard for it. Take that leaf and go up. Don't let anybody pull you down, but just don't make people feel like they're entitled to make you feel like you're supposed to do a certain thing. Sometimes I'd be like looking at myself and I'm like, Pila, I'm complaining for nothing. I'm complaining for nothing. Whenever like there's something say like I'm like, Mara Pila. This was very easy for me to just deal with. I was complaining because maybe I thought that they were not doing the way I wanted them to do it. You know, there's some like that eerie feeling where you feel that they're not doing the way I wanted them to do them. And I'm like, end of the day, it worked out. And I got a good image. And we never ever realized that God puts us in the hottest heat to mold us to the greatest things. But we always focus on the heat rather than the result. I always tell myself, I'm like, Mara Pila, I was overreacting here. I should have just sat down and said, 1, 2, 3, we can do it. 1, 2, 3, we can do it. Because I feel sometimes it's not even about the work. It's about who is giving you the work. That's when I realized, oh no, man. That's my issue. It's not the work, it's the person. And I have to deal with the person. Or no, man. You are not being fair right now. Yeah? You're not being fair. Do you get my point? So I think that's the reason that most people didn't realize that, hey, man, Pila, I am not having an overload of work. I'm just not doing it the smartest way that I can bestly can, right? So we need to deal with it, because no matter what you do, there's gonna be people who's gonna make you feel like, yeah, kaloro botsa. Yeah, you made yourself singanga. You made yourself singanga. And I always like doing this thing. Of when somebody tells me something, I say to somebody else. To see hori, was I wrong to feel the way I felt when that person said that to me? So that somebody else can say, no man, yeah, that is not true. I don't feel like it's that way. I didn't see it in that way. Or they'll be like, yeah, umutolo right. Then I realized that, okay, so these people, they see me like this and like that. So I always, whatever I hear, I say to somebody else as if it was my words. Okay, this is what happened. So do you think it is that it will happen? So that person can tell me something. I'm like, so maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was right. So that's what I use most of the time to make sure that I don't have a wrong feeling. Because sometimes when you say something to somebody, it clicks in the wrong way, because you're emotionally attaching yourself to what that person says, right? And then you realize, oh no, man, that person actually said it from a good place. And then all I said it from a bad place. They actually don't like you at all. They don't like goodness for you. So I always repeat what has been said to me to somebody else to get the right result, so that I don't harvest anger to that person. It's not even hate. You're just angry at the fact that this person said this to me, right? Or why would you say this to me? Why would you do that? And I feel like passion and motivation is what drives people. Some people will just, there's some people, they don't like you. They just like the benefits they get from you. They have to pretend because they benefit from you, guys. So yeah, we're not going with the poll. Oh, okay. I was like, what's going on with the poll? I poll. No. So you guys, we need to understand. I was having a technical glitch. It's like, and then now the I might. So, like I said, some environment is not even about toxic environment. It's all about some, like they always say, the person who's hard on you wants the best for you, and like the person who's easy on you. If you find the person being easy on you is not the one the best for you. Yes, there are times where people abuse you. There's a difference. There's some people that are hard on you and they open opportunities because you. I mean, think about it. How many of us had the most toughest teachers, and then we went to varsity, you found that, hey, that person was actually molding me to deal with that lecturer that I'm encountering in varsity, because that one doesn't play. Then when at least there. And then you find that those who ring their light on you, and then when you get to a new position, they are boa. So I always let myself be molded in any way that God can correctly develop me into the person that I could be, so that I can get that benefit of having to go through the hottest heat. So that, oh, this is what happens when you work under pressure. This is what happens when you have to study within millions of chapters to reach this. I mean, I didn't just get cum laude because I was studying. I got cum laude because I prayed. Because I was like, God, this is tough. This is tough, my Lord. This is hard. Apparently, you guys can hear the screenshot. Anyway, So I'm telling you guys, sometimes it's not even just, I feel like, yeah, like I said, sometimes you think that where you're working or where you are studying or where you are churching, how rough. You know, when you go to church, you feel like everyone is picking on you. When you go to work, you feel like everybody is overloading you. When you go to school, you feel like one lecturer hits the. So when you think about it, it's how the strongest people are built. Because this life is not for the weak, right? You might have the nicest boss in the world, but have one of the toughest jobs to complete on a daily basis. You might have the nicest lecturer, but have the most difficult test to complete. You might have the nicest pastor, but have the toughest trials to go through. But when you have the toughest lecturer, you have the easiest test to pass. When you have the most craziest, the most toughest boss, you have the most easiest ways to complete your tasks. When you have the toughest, did I say lecturers, pastors? When you have the most toughest pastor, you have the most strongest and deepest testimonials you can ever have. Because if people don't push you, if people don't show you how the war, how tough it is, you will never survive when God gives you go alone. Let's try to go alone into it. The people who grew up in tougher situations, when tough situations comes, they strive. Because nothing was ever easy to them. No one was ever there to make them be like, oh sure, no. Go there. Right? And then there are those hollering, they experience all the toughness but still didn't come out strong. It's because of the type of harshness. People are different, and that's why God gives people different people. There are people name hollering, if you give them a tough time, they will stab you. They will make your life miserable. Those you are bullying, they will bully you. They'll make your life miserable because you are trying to make them miserable. So they will show you how. So don't allow yourself to be in those situations where you get fire. Especially if you're Christian. If you're any other religion that allows you to return back to sender, then be a better person and don't. So now you're gonna go to depression. Depression is not just sadness, right? Like I said, that colleague who said, if you're being shouted at or making people are saying you bad or people are just go in the car and cry and come back, you will commit suicide, most of you. I promise you, a lot of people who have that mentality, I need to hide it and not deal with it, you end up committing suicide. But the minute you have that sadness, now, it's either you go to a therapist, or you go to somebody you trust, or you go to a journal, or you go like me, I go live. I go live and I speak my truth through motivating people. Right? You talk it out and realize on Mara, yeah. As I was talking, I actually found a solution to my problem. Maybe I was overwhelmed and it resulted me not being happy because I was not dealing with everything that's overwhelming me. I couldn't find the joy in everything I was doing. So I found depression and sadness in the process. That's where now you find people having kids because they want to deal with the depression and sadness. They say, if I have a child, I'll be happy. You won't be happy. You're gonna take out the pain on the child. Or if I find a partner, I'll be happy. You won't be happy. You're gonna take out your sadness and anger on that partner. For some people, they say, if I have money, I'll take out my. You won't be happy. You're gonna try and make everybody love you because you think that's the only way to make you happy. That's when you're gonna spend the money on the people to keep them around because you think happiness is with people and not yourself. Happiness is within yourself. If you have a problem, it's either talk to someone. As you talk to someone, you find a solution to yourself. Sometimes the solution is within yourself. You just haven't realized it because you have never talked about it. Unkhala, uyakhala, but awukhulumi. Tears are just physical, but emotions are not physical. That's why people commit suicide. That's why people drop out. That's why people run away and do crazy things. That's why people do things that it's questionable. What happened? Right? There's some people that are like, I'm like, if you knew that the illness that you're having, like some people, I generally believe that their high blood levels, it's because they have not dealt with the things that is causing them unhappiness. Right? They realize that they're not happy. They have not realized that they're not happy. Therefore, they try their best to do things they think is gonna bring them happiness, motivation. That's when you find people who are laughing by themselves out loud, or you find people losing hair because you're not happy. So it affects the brain. Remember, depression does affect the mind, and when you affect the mind, it does affect your hair. Some way, somehow, it does affect your health, and your health does result in you having a hair loss. And some people have acne, uncontrollable acne. Some people have weight issues. They're either extremely huge. I'm not that huge, by the way. Or they're extremely small because they have not dealt with depression. Depression is lack of happiness. You can have a job, you can have money, you can have friends, you can have everything we think that is supposed to be in your life, but you won't be happy. And that results you in being depressed because you're overwhelmed with not achieving what your life purpose is. I really need to do a Bible study on that one, of finding what's your purpose in life. The minute you haven't found a purpose in life, you keep on looking at other people, resulting in you having to go through sadness and depression, and having hatred and jealousy because you haven't found what's your purpose. You're looking at other people, they who have found their purposes, and they're achieving what they are needing to achieve because they found what their purpose in life is. They're doing what they want. They're doing what they feel that is best for them. And when you haven't found your purpose, and now you are depressed because you're competing with any other person that you feel that they have found their greatness. And when you haven't found your greatness, you have jealousy and admiration for the fact that admiration that they found their purpose, but why haven't you found your purpose and you now hate them? Uphilisa batho boima, o iphilisa boima, wa itabela o happy. Happy. When a person has a resting face, happy. They're actually happy. They're just resting their faces. I mean, smiling all day takes a lot of muscles. For you to be saying that because, oh, I saw her, I haven't seen her smile today. Hi, she's not happy. Smiling all day. Sometimes you're just too happy to a point where you're like, wait, hey, my jaws are painful, so let me rest my jaws. We are happy. We just can't be chilling all day. We're not like, we don't have to pretend to people that we are happy. We feel it. We are happy. Hello, Chesla. Hi, welcome. Do like and comment and participate in the poll. People are happy. They don't have to pretend that they're happy. They don't have to show you that they're happy. They are happy. So if you're not happy, don't self-project yourself on other people and be like, yo, yeah, ne, yeah, this. No. Focus on you. Focus on you. Sometimes I be like, you know what, witchcraft is not even medicine or food poison or anything. It's literally you being evil inside because you don't want to accept the fact that you're not happy. Sure, Chesla, I will also like and subscribe to yours. Unfortunately, I can't do it live here. I'll definitely do that once I end the live. So people are just evil in many ways that, and people are just evil. Let me do this quickly. Thank you. So just deal with your heart, and you will realize that you have not dealt with you within. Okay, deal with your sadness. If you went through a divorce, talk about it. That you have went through a divorce, you lost a person that you loved, or you have lost a lot, and you're struggling to you know get yourself back together. If you have lost a child or a partner or a parent or relative or anybody, talk about it, that you have lost somebody you love so dearly. And as much as we all know you're gonna die, it just hurts, and the fact that they're no longer there. If you lost a position, or you didn't get a position, or you didn't get the person you wanted to be, you didn't get what you wanted, talk about it and say, it's what I wanted and I felt that I needed, but I didn't get it, and I'm going through a lot, and I need God or any being that you believe in to guide you out of that situation, so that you deal with the situation. Okay, people, we need to deal with this thing. Not everyone deals with the sadness, and that's what the results to the world that we have today, where we now feel like items and people's are validations, or having the latest brands or clothing, whatever, is the reason to make us feel happy, and that is not it. True happiness lies within you, because the minute you realize that I dealt with everything that's inside of me, you feel free. You feel free, and you feel light. Let things be things. And then we're going to look at jealousy and entitlement. In this fast-paced world, right, many feel the pressure to achieve and to be on top. And when they don't get what they want, don't get what they feel they deserve, jealousy sets in. But jealousy doesn't serve us. It distracts us from our own goals and potential. Likewise, feeling entitled to positions without putting in the work that fosters resentment and bitterness when things don't go our way. How many of you thought that the position that or that the position, or that top 10 academics, or that part, are you gonna be the best man or the best woman for the pastor, or you're gonna get that executive position in the church, or in the workplace, or in the school leadership, or in your group of friends, wherever, and you don't get it, and it gets with somebody that you didn't expect, or you didn't even see the worth of this, get that person, they get it. How many of you guys have experienced such? And bless me. And you now feel that they don't deserve it. You deserve it, but you didn't put in the work. You just felt that you would look cute and you look nice, and everybody would just like you for you, but you don't put in the work. You don't put in the energy. You don't put in the position. And you think you're going to get it. You think you're going to get it. You won't get it. You won't get it. Some do get it, but in illegal ways, in the wrong ways, in the not the right ways. So, so okay. Let me get back to business. So, okay, I just saw something nice. I'm sorry. So, I'm saying that jealousy always comes when we feel like as the person who gets what we wanted don't deserve it, or we feel like that person did something for you to not receive what you wanted. Remember, If something was for you, it will come back to you. If it wasn't, it wasn't for you. There's no need for you to say somebody slept with somebody to get a position at the certain level. Somebody got good grades, or they slept with somebody, or somebody paid somebody to get something, or anything. That is bullying, because you're talking, and that's bullying and spreading rumors, because you're talking things that are not true to make yourself feel better, but not you receiving a certain position or a certain title or a certain award. That is bullying and lying. Because imagine a person who got a job through the hard work, the dedication. You can see this person's work, and it made sense for them to get it. When on the other hand, what have you shown? You even have a talent now. We don't know. And I always told people, some people, Gary, some people are fighting for things that they are, it's not even theirs in the first place, because they don't want what is theirs. God will give you something that is yours, but you wouldn't want it. Let's say somebody will be fighting to have a CEO or a manager's position, but God has made them a professor. You can see how they engage with people. You can see the way this person could make a great professor. This person could make a topic so difficult to understand, so easy to understand. But then you CEO because you guys see money. You don't see the title. You don't see your future. You don't see hore. This will give you the name and the image that you always wanted. Because I know you want that position that has money over that position that gives you greatness, that gives you what you desire within. Well, you're looking at money. Money goes and comes back. Look at what look at what's gonna build you. Look at what's gonna grow you. Look at what is gonna build you to achieve what you want. Self-fulfillment. People go to school not because they just want a better job or what. Also self-fulfillment. That's why some people are like, hey, I'm a doctor. Call me by my title. But it fulfills them. It's not the money that comes with it. It's the fulfillment. Right? The fulfillment. Like there's some people, name. Or this person could be a great makeup artist. They could do a great business. If they just focus on their business and their marketing, and their business will grow. Or any other thing that goes with them. Hi, my opinion. Welcome to my life. Do please like, participate in the poll, subscribe to my channel, and I'll do the same. There's people who can see that they got a talent in makeup or in selling goods. Mar ulala a certain position. Mar your skill and your talent and the thing you love doing in your free time or whenever, you could actually compromise it over your real actual job, because it's what your destiny is. It's yours. Your ancestors. Your ancestors chose that for you and you accepted it. Mind you, you're trying to divert from what your destiny is because you see the money and the status there. We know the economy is bad. We know life is bad. But this is why I was talking about Monday, the Monday topic. Why do people hate going to work on Mondays? It's because you chose a job because of the money and not because of the passion and the love. Now you wake up to hating a job you don't love. Now you want to make everybody hate going to work. So this is why I am telling, go for what you love. Go for something that makes you happy, that will make you smile at the end of the day. So and then we're gonna go to fakeness. We often project fakeness. Yes. Thank you, my opinion. Fakeness. People who pretend to support you but secretly undermine you. It's a form of insecurity and something that we need to guard against. Authenticity is always the better path. Right? And I believe a lot of us have those type of friends or people in our life who behave like they love us, but they actually do not. They do not love us whatsoever. They do not even like us at all. They just pretend like they are for us, but they will never give you opportunities. They will never tell you when there's a new job post open, or they will never even talk good in your name. They will never do anything right. They will never do anything right. In fact, some of them will buy. I was telling one of my friends, Akare, they're buying you alcohol because they want to keep you drunk so that you never focus on your real dreams. They want to keep you drunk so that you never, ever, ever focus on your real dreams. If you're drunk, it's easier for them to deceive you and to divert you away from your real goals. So they pretend to be nice people by buying you alcohol so that you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You will always be stuck in the darkness that you're in. You will never see greatness. You will never see prosperity. Because botengela bujwala 24/7 or you pulls away. It's the same people who end up being in drugs. They like you when you're high because you will never reach the ground. You will never be in the grounded level. You will never be at the level that you need to in light with God. You're above God now. You're somewhere. You're not even at the right heightness. You are wrong. You're just out. So people will always be fake. There's some people who pretend to be your friend because you hate one person. You don't like that person, but because that person hates the same person you don't like, you team up against that person. That's fakeness. That's bitterness. That's evilness. That's wrongdoing. That's jealousy and admiration and hatred at the same time. So fakeness is a lot, and again, we need to remember that in the workplace, we don't have friends, we don't have family, we don't have anybody. It's the same in business. We got no family, we got no friends. If a person is offered a better position than yours, and that person is your friend or your relative, they best believe they will apply it and they will not give it to you. They will take it. Remember that. Fakeness is a real deal, especially amongst friends. There's people who have kids with their their boyfriends or girlfriends' friends. And every day, mzala, mfanaga, but they know that the child you're raising, it's not yours, it's theirs. If your friends or your own brothers or sisters and whatever, aunties can be fake the whole life, what makes you think that the person you just met in the workplace won't be fake? Nobody is for each other, guys. You will eventually have to betray each other at some point to show it. You have what you're not a good friend and blah. You guys did evil deeds together. Now that person is because you got rid of that person that you were targeting. You achieved your goal. Now you need to eliminate the one you were teaming up with. You get me? So now you gotta eliminate your partner. It's like two people, it's like one person kills a dead person. And then you find somebody to help you bury a dead person. Now that you know that somebody else knows that you buried somebody that you killed, you need to bury that person as well. You need to bury that person as well. End of the day, you're not friends. They know my secrets, so I get there to get rid of them. Am I lying? No, I'm not lying. So guys, I'm just gonna leave you with few things of how we overcome this negativity is through understanding patience, self-awareness, and we must learn to forgive ourselves and others. We must also surround ourselves with people who uplift us. Be kind of a person who uplifts others. Battles are tough, but together we can create a better and more compassionate world. Okay, so guys, that's the topic for today. I hope you guys participate in the poll and like this video and subscribe to my channel. I will do the same. Please, guys, do not have hate. Do not always look for wrongs in other people. Do not always look for jealousy and other issues that will destroy you guys. If something's for you, there's no doubt about it, you will feel it for you. But the minute you feel fear, you feel the need to talk better, and you feel scared, or you feel the need to attack somebody and sabotage somebody, best believe you, or not only are you ruining your chances, you're ruining yourself. You're ruining yourself. Okay? So guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for subbing. I will definitely do it right after I'm done with this. And please, if you ever face these challenges or know someone who has, remember, there's a light at the end of the channel. And please don't forget to like, comment, and share below. Most importantly, subscribe to more of these comments. I'll be live tomorrow, Wednesday, same time, same place. Bye.